Ladies and gentlemen, HEX community of all ages, hey, Jake Freedom here coming to you live for this week's Showcase Card of the Week. And this week I've decided to, and I think for weeks to come, when it comes to Showcase Card of the Week, I'll just go ahead and figure out what card we're going to talk about so you don't have to sit through the dice roll, because it's kind of boring actually, I think. So, anyway, this week's Showcase Card of the Week is going to be Saper's Charge. Saper's Charge is an artifact, 1 cost, and he is a common. And once you have him into play for 2 resources, you can sacrifice this artifact and you can deal 2 damage to target champion or troop. Now, it can be your champion, it could be your troop, it could be, the opponent's troop or champion there. It's kind of a universal type of card. So if you have cards on your field, on your side, that get enraged or, get buffed when they get damage dealt to them, this would be a great way to do that. This is also a very cheap, somewhat cheap removal card. Granted, it only does 2 damage for 2 threshold, and it's not quite as good as Burn, which I believe does, I don't know why I can never remember this stuff right off the top of my head. Burn for 1 damage, but it also, requires a threshold, but regardless, you're going to have a threshold if you're playing Burn. He'll do 2 damage as well for 1 instead of, 2 damage for technically 3 is what you're going to be paying for the 2 damage out of this guy. But again, he's non-threshold, so he's very universal, and it's not targeted, whereas Burn is Burn targeted, deal 2 damage to target champion troop. So again, Burn is not also specific on who it has to do. It doesn't have to deal damage to the opposing troop or champion doesn't want to. So yes, very quick to get out there. Another thing, with artifact cards as well, is if you have troops that benefit from having artifacts out, he's a quick one to get out, and also has that threat of removal on the playing field as well. So I use this card quite a bit. I do like him a lot. He's just, I use him a lot in sealed play just because he's quick. He's quick to get out. He's pretty quick to do 2 damage if you need to early, especially if you were playing against a flying deck and you get those Thunderbirds out. This thing can deal with him easily. So another thing too, this isn't specific to what it can attack. It can attack and deal 2 damage to anything it wants. So I think he's a very versatile card, and on a scale of 1 to 10, when it comes to damage per resource, I'll probably give this one 8.5, possibly 9, because he obviously can't, you can't get rid of Burn. Burn does 2 for 1, so this one does, 2 for 3. So, very well card, or very well rounded card. I like it a lot. Let me hear you guys' thoughts on this. Go ahead and leave a comment below. If you want to see more of these videos, go ahead and click subscribe. We'll have another video for you soon.